I feel really good.
And I think we're live. Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can all see me. And if you can just say hello and that you can see me in the side chat bar, that'd be lovely. And we're also hopefully live on streaming on Facebook. I'll check that in a minute. As you can see, the lovely Tanya is sitting down in the corner ready to go in a minute. And yeah, how exciting is this? It's been a long time coming. When did we first invent this event? Out of my head. I think we invented this event in like March.
I was going to say
March. I've got the lovely Nadine with me here live today. She's just going to pop her head. Here you are. Here's Nadine. So Nadine's going to be doing the meditation at the end. So we're going to have all the excitement of a normal private view, and then at the end we're going to have a lovely meditation to just bring us back down and ground us ready for the next 30 days of going live every single day. That's going to be... What was I thinking of when I came up with that idea? I must have been insane, but never mind. I'm quite excited by it all. So yeah, we had this concept at the beginning of lockdown, and you can see I'm excited. I can't get all my words out. And chatted to the team, and we thought, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do a magazine that's interactive and digital, and we're going to do all these live broadcasts, and then we need to launch it. How are we going to launch it with a digital private view? How's that going to look? So today's been quite strange, because normally on a private view day, you know, you're trying to find your outfit and you have to go and check the toilets are all clean and put the flowers out and make sure the person doing the canapes is on hand to make the canapes. So I'm hoping that's you, Nadine. You're meant to be doing that. So I'm hoping you've all got a drink. Nadine has brought me a glass of water, which I do think is a little bit...
Sorry.
I did want a gin and tonic, but it's probably a bit early. Yeah, I'll have a little sip of my water. So having my water, and yeah, not quite the normally the man standing with his tray at the entrance to our private views. We did have a lovely little private view at the Curlew on Wednesday last week, and there was a gorgeous chap called Charlie who kept coming and asking us if we would like drinks, and of course I was driving, so I had to have coffee, which was a bit dull, but never mind. That was the nearest I've got to a private view since probably this time last year, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, so this is exciting, and I've got lots of you watching, and that's really cool. And it's nice that you can watch from the comfort of your own home, and this will all be recorded for you. So this is a treat that you can, it's the gift that keeps on giving. You can come back and see it and enjoy it as many times. So we don't normally get that when we're doing a private view. We do often have them filmed and then put them up on the website. And there is one on the website from last year that Michael from What's On Magazine very kindly filmed for us, and that was great. But I don't think you really get the kind of energy. I mean, there's an amazing energy buzzing through this screen at me today. You're all just, oh, I love that, Jane. Daughter's fixing her a drink. Could she make me one? I'd quite like a gin and tonic. If I keep saying it often enough, hopefully I might manifest a gin and tonic. I'm hoping it might arrive just out of the universe. So how is this going to work today? We are going to have an opening song from the beautiful Tanya in a minute, and I will put her up on the screen, and she's going to sing for you her new song, Fire and Light. And then I'll come back on screen and we will go through the magazine, which we launched yesterday and is now on the website, and I'll talk you all through that. We'll have a good look through the website. Then Tanya's going to come back and sing us a few more songs, and I'll probably nip and get that G&T while she's doing that. And then we'll close the mag, and we'll just make sure that everyone knows where all the broadcast schedule is and where all the hyperlinks are. So if you've got any questions, please put them in the Ask a Question area. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, there's an Ask a Question area. You can ask me any questions there. I'll do all the questions at the end, so I won't answer them as I'm going along. I'll do them at the end. And then we'll move over to Nadine, who's going to do the closing with the meditation, and then we'll just have a final check and see if anyone's got any final questions, and then that'll be it. We'll be over. Yes, yeah. Everyone's upset with Jane now because she's got a drink in her hand.
Oh.
So to launch this event, I am absolutely thrilled and delighted to hand over to the beautiful Tanya, who will start singing her, she'll arrive on the full screen in a minute, and she will be singing her new single, Fire and Light.
Don't take the light, be the light. Don't stamp out your flames, let them burn. Feed your fire, burst through life, shine your lights far and wide. Fire and light, fire and light, flare and rage, simmer with love. Fire and light, dancing this lifetime, 'cause we're all stars. Fire and light, fire and light. Sparks grow strong if we give them space. Fan your flames, feel them grow, ignite into life. Show who you are, beings of fire. Breathe life in, fire and light, fire and light. Flare and rage, simmer with love. Fire and light, dancing this lifetime, 'cause we're all stars. Fire and light, fire and You are enough, I am enough, you are enough. Flare and rage, simmer with love. Dancing this lifetime, 'cause we're all stars. Fire and light, fire and light. Be love, be us, be love, be us, be love, be us. See we're us.
Thank you, Tanya. Wonderful. Thank you. So I've just turned your studio sound off in case anyone was wondering what was going on there. Because otherwise it's very, very loud. So I'm just going to share the screen with Tanya. So we're both on the screen together. There we go. That was gorgeous. Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's also exciting for us to be able to do live music now that they've done studio sound on Crowdcast, because prior to we couldn't do live music. It sounded terrible because they compressed all the sound, but now that sounded just beautiful. Thank you. Now, just to let everyone know, for some reason we don't seem to be streaming live on Facebook, and I have absolutely no idea why. It says it's going live, but it hasn't actually gone live, so don't worry. What we always do is download the video afterwards and we pop it up onto Facebook so everyone can see it. So no one's lost anything.
Oh, everyone's
there.
You're welcome.
Yeah, they're lovely. So if you've got any questions for Tanya, do pop those in the box now, because I'm going to have a little chat with Tanya. So Tanya, tell me, how did you get into music? What was the starting? Were you into music when you were a child?
The start. So I've been a professional dancer for most of my adult career. So I guess it started with that, like the love of music and expressing yourself to music. It's always been a thing, and I've always sung. And I attempted to write songs when I was a kid, but I had no idea what I was doing. And I actually found the chords to that song, to Fire and Light. I found this really old piece of paper from when I was 16 that I'd scribbled these letters.
Oh, wow.
And I found it 5 years ago when I started writing music. I don't know what the letters were supposed to be, but I just played them as chords just to see what happened, and it turned into this song. So I guess I've always wanted to, I just never knew how to. And I went on a course 5 years ago for 2 weeks, and it was life-changing. And basically this guy just gave me permission to, just said, you're allowed, you don't have to know what you're doing, you can just make music, you've got all this music in you that you've heard. And it was
it's ridiculous, isn't it? Why do we have to wait for permission?
Well, it was just that I thought, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know how to. And then when you're surrounded by people that are like, well, you can just make it up. So I started writing lyrics, which I've always liked to do anyway. I've always liked writing. And then I started humming into my phone, and then I just kind of, I still feel like I don't know what I'm doing at all. There's so
Can you imagine how I feel right now?
music, and the more you get into it, like there's theory, and there's then recording and producing. It's just huge, but you just piece it together, and
it's amazing, isn't it? What this lockdown has done for us, because you've gone straight into recording and releasing your first single.
I've had all these songs just sat waiting in a book, and now I'm like, well, I've got time, let's just do it, because otherwise I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. And you were saying to me earlier, you've got another one that you're going to be
yes, it's out on Friday, and I've got another one in the pipeline. It's a bit more groovy. So
because a lot of when you were singing not your own songs, a lot of it was quite jazz, wasn't it? And
I like old jazz.
Yeah.
And old songs.
Yeah. But this is very contemporary.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's very, very contemporary.
I don't know it's hard to label your own things, isn't it? That's good.
You don't need to give it a label.
No,
I don't need to give it a label. But it is, I did think, you are very much, when I've listened to you singing before, it's and I love jazz, so very jazz vibe. But that is, stunning and so well done. Resilience you have to have. No one saw, but we've been on for about an hour before we went live doing rehearsal, and you have to have so much resilience to, work out the sound and how that all works on screen. And in this new digital age, we've just got to just keep going.
Yeah.
And actually, it just opens up a much bigger world for us, and a much bigger world for you, all of you as artists.
Yeah.
If we can just, stick with it and just keep going and just keep trying. I know that, I find the whole digital thing, while I was in it, when I was doing the daily lives up to the end of July, I was absolutely fine. But the thought of starting it all again, I had that, that pre-private view, pre-launch kind of like wobbles in my tummy. I was like, oh, we're going to do it all again. And you when you go on stage, do you have a bit of stage fright?
I wouldn't call it stage fright. That's very big, but nerves and excitement. Yeah, of course. Yeah. You get used to it in certain areas. Like as a dancer, I just got used to it. I still got nervous sometimes, but then moving into singing, and then especially the uke, I only picked one up 5 years ago, so it still feels a bit. I don't know. It's not as in me as all my body movement and singing things, So that adds another layer of
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course, but it's part of the,
it's part of the stretch, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
and it's
part
part
of the stretch.
Yeah.
As we start to feel more comfortable with these things, because we're doing that elastic band stretchy thing, and then all of a sudden what was in the comfort and what was in the stress, we've stretched. Now it's all kind of pinged back, and we've got the opportunity to grow again, which I think is just incredible. That thought of growing, you can almost, as I say, you can almost feel the energy as we're all kind of growing into these new people and doing new things. And so exciting. Thank you so much. So we're going to pop Tanya down in the corner. She's going to stay with us, and then she's going to come back and do another little set of songs in a short while. But the next thing we're going to do, because I'm so proud of my team for achieving this, is we're going to show everyone the magazine that we've created over the last month. So thank you, Tanya, and we'll see you again shortly.
Okay.
Sorry, as I just refocus onto me. There we go. Just takes a little bit of manipulation on the screen. So the next thing I'm going to do for everyone is, hopefully, I did send out an email this morning, so I'm hoping that lots of you have actually, so I'm going to bring up onto the screen the new ART360 magazine page on the website. So I'm hoping lots of you will have been on and had a little sneaky peek, because I did send out some emails this morning saying, go and have a little look, see what you think, because my team have really pulled it out of the bag. I think it has not been any less work. In fact, I would suggest more work than creating one of our printed magazines. And we've been creating our printed magazines for the last 5 years, and they take a lot of work. But this one, and we thought, oh, well, we'll do it digitally. Oh, it's not going to take, it can't possibly be as much work. It's actually been more work, and because you have to have all of the digital interactivity. So yeah, I'm so proud of you all. You know who you are. You're all named in the magazine. You've done an absolutely brilliant job, and we're sending lots of love to Molly, who is hopefully out of hospital. My lovely assistant Molly was rushed into hospital on Thursday to have her appendix out, so that was all a bit of a crisis, but hopefully she'll be back in time to take over on her schedule of the lives that she's going to be doing. But if not, it'll be me, and then we'll just shift the schedule around a little bit with her doing a few more, so that you don't all get bored to tears of the sight of me on this screen. So yeah, that's why we decided to share them, and Molly's brilliant at interviewing. So yeah, lots of love to Molly, and hopefully you're feeling better. So yeah, let's, without further ado, I believe they say on the telly, let's show you the magazine and the magazine page on the website. So here it is. So as you come onto the magazine page, so it's up here, and you click on read ART360 magazine, and you will arrive on this page. And the very first thing you'll see is a little bit about the magazine, and that's the introduction that you can read in the as you look in the magazine. But on the right hand side, you'll see here is the walls live feed coming from Instagram. So this is how you all as artists and all of the collectors and buyers can see literally minute by minute what's happening with each of the artists, because as long as all of the artists post on Instagram and hashtag Pure ART360, you will be on the wall here. That's why it's called a wall. You'll arrive on the wall. So we can see that Mary Clark, the bow wash potter, has been doing some ceramics this morning. And then Gigi has posted her page from the magazine. This was me. This morning I went and had a little bit of a grounding myself, walk along the seafront at Hastings. And I took this beautiful picture looking out to sea. I thought, what the most perfect day for us to be launching this new event. So as you can see, anyone who hashtags Pure Art360 will arrive on this wall on the read page. So yeah, get on with it, guys, because you can take over this. We called this, and I'm sure Hannah won't mind, but when we first launched it, we called this Be More Hannah. because Hannah has been doing Hannah's been doing a sterling job of posting and doing lives, etc. And most of what was appearing on the wall in the first 24 hours was all Hannah's posts. So as you can see here, there's Frances Featherstone, but a lot of things to do with Hannah. So yeah, be more Hannah is what we're saying, and get yourself on the top of the wall. So at the moment it's being taken over by the Burwash Potter. So as we scroll down, here is the magazine. So we have on the front of the magazine, we have an image by Daniel Merriam, who is, and this one is called The Strategist. And we thought this was the most perfect image to have on the magazine launch, because we've had to strategize very hard to decide how to help you all get visible on digital in this new digital age. So we thought The Strategist was the perfect image to go on the front of this. Hannah, don't worry, we thought you were brilliant. So keep doing it and stay on the front. So as you open the magazine, oh dear, you're going to be so fed up of me. There's another little video. Every time the team were doing something, they say, Lesley, could you record another video? I was like, oh no, not another one. People will be so fed up at the sight of me. Anyway, there's a little introduction video as you enter, and then there's the acknowledgements here of all the team, and the introduction as you see that you can read actually here as well. So you go through, and as you land on a page, you will see that it flashes blue. You see that? You can see as we land on a new page, not on that one because that's Daniel. All of these, as they flash blue, are all the interactive links. So if you want to find a particular artist, you just click on there, Julia Desch, and it takes you straight to her page. So you don't have to be worrying about flicking through from the beginning yourself. You can just find the artist you want, click on the link, B. Sanderson, and it takes you straight to their page. Now, when you're on their page, if they have a little icon down here that says 360 Live, that means that they're one of our artists that are going to be broadcasting live. If you click on that, it takes you back to the contents page, and you can see what day B will be broadcasting live. So hopefully that makes life very, very easy. And you can join the audience. So anyone who isn't signed up to join the audience yet, and we have got over 200 people signed up to join the live audiences so far. But if you haven't signed up yet, then you can just click on here, join the audience. It will take you through to a form that you fill in, and we will invite you into the live audience on a daily basis. So yeah, hopefully that's all really easy for you. The first thing we have here is the interview I did in July with Daniel Merriam. And Daniel is an artist that really was the inspiration for me starting my art life. I purchased a piece of artwork from Daniel about 22 years ago, and I just finished my photography degree, and my husband and I were in San Francisco with our then very young child, Christy, who is now 23. So she was about 2 at the time. And we walked into a gallery, and I saw a piece of work by Daniel. I obviously didn't know it was by Daniel, but I saw this piece of work and I was so drawn to it. It was a cherub clinging to a steeple. And I thought, that is exactly how I feel right now. I've got this new child. I don't really know what I'm doing with. And she's a little angel because we didn't think we were going to have a child. And now I've just got to work out what the future holds for me. And I opened an art gallery, and I set up my own business, which then led to me founding Pure in 2009. So really, Daniel is the reason why we're all here right now, right today, because I saw that piece of artwork and it just switched something in my brain. And I was like, that's what I need to do. I really love helping people thrive. And that's what stimulated me to set up the Not sure if there's a more direct link, but the magazine is here. Oh, thank you so much for doing that. So yeah, you can just click straight on if you go straight to the website, and as I said, I'll show you again. If you go to the top of the page, this is the website. You go to the Read ART360 Magazine, click on there, and you'll arrive on this page. So that should be quite straightforward. It is also on the Issue digital platform, so we'll be actually promoting it from the Issue digital platform. So everyone will be receiving a link actually, and the opportunity to download the magazine, and then they'll be able to share it that way. So at the end of today, you'll all be receiving a direct link to the magazine on the Issue platform that you'll be able to download, and you'll be able to share with all your followers. So yeah, that's the story of why we have Daniel as the feature interview. And then as we go, sorry, I have to go back onto that page. The next interview is with Dr. Leonie Morris. And Leonie is an energy medicine and energy psychology practitioner. And I will actually be doing a live with Leonie on the 6th of September. So do tune in for that one, because all artists and buyers and everyone really needs to understand about how to manage your energy. Because if you have a good energy, really the world's your oyster. You can make anything happen. Positive, we hear that phrase, don't we? Positive mental attitude, but actually you can ground yourself and get the flow of the energy going, and it will do the work for you. So they're the two features. Then we come through to the pure members. So these are all the members who are actually participating in ART360. That's not our whole membership. If you go back up to the page, top of the page, on the Discover page, you've got ART360 artists, and then you come down to associates, and that's all the pure members that we have. And if you think that you're loving this and you want to be one of us, do join us, because we have the clubhouses and we have the courses and we have lots going on. But back to this. So on each one of these, you can see they're all hyperlinked, so you can click through. Here's the links, direct links, if you wish to join Pure as well, just there. And then we start on the wonderful artists. Now we had a little conversation about this really. It was that, do we do them whenever we've done the directories before, the magazines, we've always put them in alphabetical order. But that means the same people are always at the front of the directory. So we were a bit cheeky this time. And what we decided to do was load them in submission order. So this is loaded, the layout is based on when you submitted. So if you submitted first, Louisa got in there really quickly. Then she didn't know that, though. In fairness to Louisa didn't know that we were going to play it that way. We did it in submission order. So all the submissions came in, we numbered them as they came in, and there you can see. So well done to Jonathan for coming in second, and then Angela, or Gigi as we know her, for submitting second. Now today you can see this beautiful sculpture here, Transients, and you can actually see her for real behind me. And if I bring myself up just for a moment so you can see the screen, there you are, there she is. Look at that. And Transients is going to feature in our meditation at the end, because everybody responds to Transients. She's the most beautiful sculpture. I mean, Jonathan is an incredible sculptor. Let's not make any bones about it. And all his pieces are amazing. But that particular piece, based on Madame Butterfly, has always caused a lot of attention. So yeah, so we'll be doing the meditation based on that at the end. So stay tuned. So yeah, as you go through the magazine, there are 71 artists. So I would just gradually go through every single page so you can see. As we arrive on the page, again, you'll see the hyperlinks show up in blue. You've got the link to the website. So if you click on there, that goes through to, that's actually email. So the first one's email, and then it goes through to the website, and then it's the Facebook and Instagram. So if there's any of these artists that you are particularly interested in, you can email them to get more information. You can go through to their website, or you can contact them via their social media. And that's on every single page. So wherever you see that. The next artist up is Vincent. And as you'll see, there's a little symbol here that says watch video. If you click on that, you'll see Vincent's little trailer video that he made for himself prior to that we will show on the day prior to him going live as like a trailer. I'm so impressed with all the artists that have done these videos, because this is a massive thing, isn't it? We've asked you to really put yourselves out there. We've asked you to create a video, and we had lots of emails about this. How do I make a video? How do I upload a video? And there's quite a few of you who are going live who have actually managed to do this and make your own video and send it in, and they're all on those pages. And they're also all on our YouTube channel. So you'll be able to go onto the YouTube channel and also see them on there. So there's lots of different touch points. And when you're marketing, because this is based on Artist Open Studio, so we want to give you the insight into their studio and let you get there and really meet them and have a conversation with them. We've created lots of touch points for you. So we've got the magazine, we've got the website, we've got the YouTube channel, Pure Live. We've got Facebook and Instagram, and we've got the Instagram walls, as I showed you. So yeah, well done to all of you artists that made those films. You wrote in and asked questions. Actually, what I've got Molly doing in her sick bed, bless her, is doing you a how-to guide, so that next time you need to do that, we will have sent you a PDF that gives you a literally press this button, and this is how you overlay text, etc. Because we're all learning, and we've learned how to do that kind of thing as well. So yeah, well done. Lots of resilience shown. Nadine is clapping. I need a little clapping emoji, don't I? Yeah. Little clapping emoji. So back to the magazine. We'll just get back onto the magazine. So yeah, so I'm hoping that everyone will share their page, share the magazine. And as you can see, all of you are hyperlinked, so you can go through. Jeremy, and there's Jane. So Jane of the G&T, don't hate her just because she's got a G&T. I'm going to get a G&T through the next set of music. You watch. So Jeremy's coming live on the very last day. Now, there's another thing that reminds me of something else that the artists have had to really cope with through this journey, and that is Wi-Fi signal. So with the lives, what we've said to everyone is you need a really strong Wi-Fi signal, because obviously if you don't have a good upload, then it's all going to be it's a B and C. Oh, what's that? A Bacardi and Coke? We're guessing, Jane. You might have to give a bit more information. And I'm definitely going to have to get a waiter in a minute to go out and unless someone's just asked her the question, what's a B&C? So yes, back to this. So yeah, one of the things that we've had to deal with through this is the Wi-Fi signal. And at the beginning of lockdown, we had a terrible, yes, back to Bacardi and Coke. We had terrible trouble with our Wi-Fi signal here in Pure HQ, which is my house, clearly, because I was locked down in my house. And what's happened is eventually we've actually got 3 lots of broadband now. We've actually had 3 lots of broadband put in. So in my office here, we have Sky. In the house, we have Utility Warehouse. And in my mum's house, which you can't see, but it's just across the way, we have BT. We've got all 3 networks. So if anything goes wrong or the upload or download speed doesn't work in one, I can shift to another location and we don't lose everything. So all of the artists going live have had to think about this, and we've sent them emails saying, you know, you need to have a decent upload or a decent download, otherwise you won't stay on the screen and I'll end up talking to myself. So yeah, the reason Jeremy is going live on the last day is because he realised his Wi-Fi signal wasn't up to the job, called, and I'm not sure who his provider is, and we're not promoting anyone. As you can see, we have 3. And his provider said, I can't actually get out to you until the 11th of September. So we had to move his live to the very end of September to give him the most opportunity to get a really good Wi-Fi signal. So yeah, well done. You know, resilience again. We have to be resilient and we have to keep trying with these things. So well done, Jeremy. You'll have the Wi-Fi signal, I'm sure, by the end. So the next page, Rowena. So Rowena is one of my ambassadors. And we run a clubhouse at Small House Studios, which is where Rowena is based and runs Small Hyde herself. And Rowena is also doing an exhibition with quite a few of the pure artists in October called the Discarded Tea Bags. And that will be in real, so you'll be able to go to the exhibition, you have to book a slot, or online you'll be able to see as well. Some they've all made films as well for that. And Rowena has showed amazing versatility during lockdown, and she's done a lot of courses, and I think her work has come on really beautifully. Gabriella, lovely Gabriella, our glass artist, and Gabriella is one of my is on one of my courses. Danny Humberstone. Danny did a live at the beginning of the lockdown, so you can see her previous live on the Pure website, and I will show you where you can go to see those. So here, ART360 Pure Talks. If you go there and click on there, you'll find Danny's previous live. Danny is the artist in residence at Wing Art Gallery, and so she came live from there. And she did a lot of Artist Pledge. So the Artist Support Pledge, which I know a lot of you have been involved in, and I think is an absolutely brilliant concept developed by Matthew Burrows. So keep on with that, because it's a balance, isn't it? It's just another opportunity for you to sell work. It's in the spectrum now of digital, galleries, art fairs. Obviously, art fairs are the biggest loss that we're suffering right now, because there's too many people. You can't do an art fair. We're not being able to run our art fairs, but we are being able to run exhibitions, and the galleries are being able to open again now. So yeah, there's all her links, as you can see. And then Fran, this picture we exhibited at our gallery in Hastings, I think towards the end of last year, it's called Becoming Emily. Absolutely beautiful piece. And there's Fran in her studio. There's all her links. Fran is a Pure member, as you can see. Julia has been with me for some years now, textile artist and massive supporter, and I love her to bits. She literally creates her work, it's like field to fork. She grows the sheep, harvests the wool, spins it into a yarn, and then creates her work. Really ethical and sustainable, and she's involved in quite a lot of projects that are to do with the environment. Rosemary Houghton. Rosemary is one of our wonderful clubhouse members and does the most amazing landscape oils, as you can see here. And her colour palette is just beautiful in those beautiful blues. Again, you can contact her here. Scarlett Woodman. Scarlett's quite young, and Scarlett first exhibited with us, I think, only last year, or maybe the year before. So she's been quite new to us, but she does this amazing, uses found objects and creates these beautiful images. Vivian Ulfield, again, another Pure member, digital art, and Vivian's really been exploring and experimenting with her art practice over lockdown. I've seen some amazing stuff on Instagram, so take a look at Vivian's Instagram. She's been doing a lot with reflections, which I think has been great. Nick, I hope you're feeling better, Nick. Nick wasn't very well and has had a hard lockdown because I think he's got shingles at the moment. So we're sending lots of love to you, Nick, and lots of positive energy. But your pictures look amazing, and we've got lots of contact here. And we might include him in our end thoughts when we do our meditation. Joe Starkey, and I think I saw that Joe is in the room today. So welcome, Joe. Joe's a new artist to us. Welcome, Joe. And Joe is going live. So again, as I said to you before, you can click on the link here and go back to the schedule, and you'll be able to see when she's going live. And she's been one of the wonderful artists who have shown the resilience to make a video. So you can click on her video there. Mary Clark. Mary's up here, as we saw. If you click on these links, the great thing with this is if you click on the links, so if I clicked on that now, it takes you through to a larger size of that image. And then if you click on it again, it takes you through to Instagram and gives you all of the background information. Great facility. It was suggested to us, this walls option, by Hildegard, who'd seen it on, I think, the Oxford Open Studios website. And we were like, Wow, that's amazing. So yeah, thank you, Oxford Open Studios and Hildegard. So for that. Anna is an artist coming to us again, new. She is in San Francisco, so welcome, Anna, and you can contact her there. She is a dancer, so does a lot of dance, so resonates with you, Tanya, and all your background in dance. And then we have Carol Mitchell, another one of our wonderful members, who is at the Tenterden Clubhouse. As you can see, Carol, I think Carol was a teacher and in previous life, but now is focusing on her artwork. And Jill Hodgson as well. So we've just featured Jill on, just bring her up here. So yeah, we just featured Jill on the Instagram and on Facebook, so take a look on there. Gemma's been with us for a few years now, and she just recently went back and did a BSc. Sorry, was it a BSc or a master's? I think she might have done a master's. I need to get my glasses on to read that. But she's just gone back to uni anyway, and she's producing this amazing work here. So you'll be able to hear all about that, and I'm sure she'll correct me. And please forgive me, there are a lot of artists here, so the absolute fine art details sometimes I might get a bit fuzzy on. But again, click on the live and see when she's going to be on the schedule with us, and then you'll be able to hear more about her. Terry Mason we showed on Facebook yesterday. Again, love his work. I mean, look at that. Charming and hilarious and humorous, quite surreal sculptures. Brilliant work. I certainly have had a great time looking through his website and seeing what he does. Christine Hyland. So I've got a Christine Hyland map of Battle, which is like an abstracted map, which is great. But during lockdown, Christine's been exploring more with this real colour palette and abstracting her work even more. And I know that it's been incredibly popular. And she is an Art Spring Gallery artist, and she's been selling very well during lockdown. Vicky Furs. She's a member of the SWA, so the Society of Women Artists, and she's in an experimental phase of her work at the moment. She did a beautiful not charcoal, what was it? It was oil pastel portrait of my eldest son about 10 years ago, which I have on the hallway of my house, and every time I walk past it I think of Vicky. So yeah, Vicky's in a very experimental and transformative stage of her artwork, so yeah, worth having a look at what she's doing. Hannah, Be More Hannah. Well done, Hannah. So Hannah did a live on Instagram on Saturday or Sunday night. Well done, Hannah, and her artwork is stunning. She does a lot of landscapes and she works out of her greenhouse studio. So Hannah's going live with us. And then Richard Heaps is going live with us tomorrow. Richard got a bit confused and thought it was today, so I'm glad I emailed him. Thank you. Gemma is correcting me. She says she did a diploma BSc, was about 35 years ago. Thank you for correcting me, because as I say, I'm trying to keep everybody's information in my head, but sometimes it's just not possible. I'm good, but I'm not that good. As I said to Richard, I can do several lives, but probably not two at once. So I'm good, but I'm not that good. So yeah, I love Richard's work. So join me tomorrow at 5:30 and you can ask him lots of questions about that. David Winston splits his time between Venice and the UK. And as you can see, there's a lot of work here that references Venice and the canals and the festival. So yeah, have a look at David's website. And he's going live with me again, so you'll be able to see that. Now the first challenging name for me, Sonja Ben Akora, and I'm hoping that I've got that correct. So Sonja, again, is new to us, but she's a French artist. So welcome, Sonja. We're absolutely delighted to have you. We're delighted that we've got people from all over the world. And this just shows the power of digital. So, yeah. And Caroline Fraser. Caroline, I've been showing Caroline's work for quite a lot of years, but absolutely stunning. And she spends a lot of time in Canada. I think she has family there. We can ask her that question when she goes live. And John Stewart. So I think I'm going to take a break from looking through the magazine now. And I think we're going to come back to the lovely Tanya. Hopefully Tanya's waiting for us. I'm going to have a few more songs from Tanya. And while Tanya's doing that, I think Nadine and I are going to nip out and get ourselves a little drink. So we'll see you back in a few minutes. I'm going to put Tanya sound and she's going to take over the screen. She's going to sing us a little set of 3 songs. And I hope you enjoy. And if you want to, obviously you're going to be listening to Tanya, but you can nip out and get a little drink. Thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome. Hello. It's like being in a virtual home bar thing, isn't it? Everyone can go get a drink.
Headed for the Frisco Bay, 'cause I
wasting time. All right, I've got one last song. It's my favourite song. It's called The Wonderful World. Feel free to sing along at home. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colours of the rainbow so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colours of the rainbow so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. That's it, I'm done. Thank you for listening. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Lesley, I can't hear you. I don't know if anyone else can.
Can you all hear me now?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, technical issue. Forgot to press the unmute myself button. I was leaving it all over to you and then forgot to unmute myself. That was absolutely stunning, and we cheers to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got our gin and tonic.
Yay.
And I also got a dog.
Oh.
So Ted arrived and said, "What is going on in there?" So he would normally arrive for a private view. He's normally there for the whole setup and everything. So he felt that he was being left out because no one had come and given him a cuddle. So he was like, right, I need to get in on this act and be on this private view. What is going on? So yeah, we've got a dog and we've got gin and tonic now. So I'm chuffed. It's great. Thank you so much. That was stunning. So if anyone would like to see more about Tanya or hear more of her music, it's down in the button at the bottom, play Tanya, down in the bottom. And thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you'll hang around until the end for the meditation. Thank you. All right, thank you, my love. Right, let's put Tanya down here. There we go. And so, yeah, wasn't that amazing? Took me back, sitting on the dock of the boat. I love that. I love that. I love that kind of music. And it is what a wonderful life. How lucky are we? So, yeah, thanks again, Tanya. That was brilliant. So back to the beautiful magazine, which, as I say, we will be sending all ART360 exhibiting artists a link to the issue. So you'll be able to download it and you'll be able to share it with all your followers and all your friends and family as you ordinarily would. And we're obviously sharing it all over the place. So we're doing a lot of promotion of the magazine. We will be... we're doing some Google ads, we're doing Instagram, Twitter, you know, all the normal social media stuff. And we're also promoting the website as well through those channels. So hopefully lots of traction. We get lots of links through. You just need to be ready to respond to people and sell your work. This is about you getting visible on digital and you getting lots of echo. Shouldn't be. No, it's just normal sound now. Maybe, Nick, if you turn your sound down a little bit. Good to see you though, Nick. Glad you're here. Yeah, just it might be that you've got your sound up a little bit too loud. Sometimes that's what happens when we're broadcasting, that some people have their sound turned up too loud. So yeah, hopefully we'll get you visible on digital and we'll get you connected with people who buy, collectors, museums, just normal everyday people like me and you. And we'll get you visible and connected to galleries and people who sell artwork as well. Because actually, the thing that I found during lockdown is quite a few extra people have come into the marketplace, setting up online galleries and promoting artists. So I was like, that's great, isn't it? So there's all these extra opportunities for you to connect with and sell. It's just finding the ones that are right for you. And you don't have to do everything. You just do the ones that are right for you. Don't feel it's not a competition. There's plenty of space for everybody. There's plenty of room out there. There's plenty of walls. New houses are being built. Plenty of walls for artwork. And everybody has their thing that they particularly like. So there's no competition. Very soon you can see a big empty wall behind me here. Tomorrow, Vincent, my technician, is coming. And he's going to measure up all of these walls in my office and we're going to put up a hanging system and there'll be artwork hanging on them. So there you go. We'll be having a little mini online gallery going on every day when we do the lives as well. So yeah, that's quite exciting. So yeah, there's no competition. There's plenty of space out there for all of you. It's just pick the channels that work for you, whether it's Artist Pledge, whether it's a gallery, obviously art fairs is not an option right now, but you know, in the future, whether it's an online marketplace. We sent out that how to sell online guide to all the submitting artists, and hopefully you've all had a good read of that and seen how, you know, what all the options are out there for you. So yeah, back to the magazine, because we're so chuffed with this. We're very super proud of it. There we go. So we were on page 52. So that's Kate Hestert. So Kate Hestert, and here's all her contact information as we move down. Hang on a minute. I need to be on there. There we go. So if I'm on here, then you can see all hyperlinked. And Kate is another ArtSpring artist. So you can see her work at ArtSpring Gallery as well as online in her own on her own website. B. Sanderson is our jeweler. We've got two jewelers or two people working in silver and jewellery in that spectrum, which is Denise Bliss and B. Sanderson in the magazine. and B will be going live with us. So do take a look at her schedule if that's something, if her work appeals to you. Cheryl Bell. Now, Cheryl has changed her style a little bit, but she still loves birds, and I'm really pleased. She's gone from printmaking, a lot of printmaking and drawing, and she's now moved across into oils. And I think she did a bit of tuition with Danny in Wadhurst as well. But I think this new work is absolutely brilliant, and I'm very privileged to have one of these feathers, and I have it framed in my house, so I'm very chuffed with that. Sophie Douglas is a Pure member. She also does all of our Facebook promotions, so do get in with Sophie. You know, like I said earlier, you need to be more Hannah, be more Sophie as well, because if you're in with Sophie, Sophie is in charge of all of our Facebook, and she's been doing all of the amazing promotion, letting people know when it's going live, getting people signed up for these live events. So yeah, she's done a great job. And Sophie works with me also on the more educational side of Pure Life. Nick is another one of our artists who'll be going live. I love the fact that he said to me, that's his COVID hair. He's had a haircut now. I have actually seen him, and because we did a bit of a technical test online, I think it was on Friday. Every day's drifting into one now, and he has had his hair cut, but that's his COVID hair. So I love that. We've got a record forever of the long hair that hasn't been cut during lockdown. Catherine's a new artist to us, so welcome, Catherine. Catherine, we're going live with us as well, so we'll be able to ask her lots of questions. And she's been very good on the Instagram, I have to say. So there's also some, you'll see some Catherine work. Oh, Teddy's trying to get Nadine's attention. So yeah, you can see some of her work on here as well. There we are. This is one of Catherine's. So yeah, get up on that Instagram wall, start hashtagging Pure ART360, and you'll be on the very top of that page. Angela is another one of our artists going live, and Angela is also an SWA, so Society of Women Artists. I think that's when I first came across Angela, when I gave the opening talk at one of the SWA exhibitions in the Mall Galleries. I was invited, and that was a wonderful experience. That's a couple of years ago now. Victoria has been a Pure artist in the past, now selling very much far and wide her amazing sculptures, but she was also and in the last year or so created this amazing piece of Rudyard Kipling in Burwash, and you can go and sit and have your photograph taken with him, just like Victoria is there. Felicity Flutter. Now, Felicity has said to me that she's done a video, and I'm very sorry, Felicity, that it hasn't arrived on your page, but don't you worry. We will fix that, and your video will be, so we'll make sure that Sophie gets that out on the internet, and we'll see whether we can get it up on your page. I'm not sure whether that's possible now, but I can only apologise. I'm not quite sure why that didn't arrive. As you can see, it's a massive document. So the fact that we've missed one thing, I'm probably not surprised, to be honest. I'm sorry that it was you, but we will fix it. You know, we always do. That's our Pure motto. It's never a problem. We just always do our best, and we'll do our best to fix it. Andy Hill is a Brighton-based artist, and again, new to Pure. He's not going live, but you can find out all about him by emailing him or going through on his website or social media. His work looks amazing, beautiful, colourful work, lots of abstracts. Carol Berry, again, another new artist to us from Oxfordshire, and she's going live. I can't wait to speak to her. I absolutely am so loving this work, Carol. I'm going to try and keep the lives to 30 minutes, but you know, I do like a good chat, so be prepared. Charlie, hi Charlie, and beautiful glass work that Charlie does here. And Charlie's been working very hard on her website, and so please do go through and have a look on her website. Frances Knight, again, another one of our artists. Now I believe Frances is going live, but she hasn't got a little icon there, so I'm not sure. Maybe she isn't. I thought she was one of the live one. So you see, I'm doing a little bit of troubleshooting as I go through the magazine here as well. So not sure, can't remember, but I'll go back and have a look at the beginning. So beautiful landscape pieces. Stephen is definitely going live, and he's got a video here. So have a look at that. David is going live with us, and David is from is working in San Francisco, so that'll be exciting. That's the reason why we've done the lives at 5:30 in the afternoon, because that means that we can pick up the whole of the world will be online pretty much. I think in Australia it might be very early or very late, but we could pick up most of the east and west coast of America, and we can pick up the UK and Europe if we did them at 5:30. So that's why we picked that time, if you were wondering why we picked that time. Because during the lockdown, we were doing them at lunchtime. And that worked really well. We had a great audience. But yeah, we decided we would go for a slightly later time to pick up the West Coast. So sorry, clicking past Angelia without giving her rightful moment in the sun. She is also in the US. So here's all her details, and you can click through and see more of her work there. Tracy is going live now. Tracy's been in Greece for the last month. We're very, very jealous, Tracy, and if you come on that live with a really good tan, I'm going to probably be a little bit jealous. But yeah, Tracy does painting and she does ceramics. Victor is from Europe. I'm going to have to get in a bit closer. I need to get some glasses, don't I? I'm just trying to see whereabouts in Europe. It's Eastern Europe. He's Moldova. So he's from Moldova. And he's created his own, developed his own concept that he calls ontology painting, which he's been working on for the last 30 years. So that's what you have there. And do have a look through and see whether that floats your boat. Stephanie Else here, our glass artist, again been exhibiting with us for quite a few years now, based in Brighton. That's her contact details are here. Ali Rabjohns, again a pure member, textile artist, but also very much into the holistic way of life. And she does a lot of retreats, and she's been doing retreats online during lockdown. So have a look at all of that for Ali. Cheryl Summers makes her own ceramics and then decorates them. So brilliant if you've got a special anniversary, or you've got a poem that's particularly resonates with you. I have to say, Cheryl, wow, I don't know whether I could get all of that writing on there without getting cramp in my wrist. That is I did try a bit of ceramic decoration. I've done, as you all know who know me well, I've tried out most art techniques, because I think I can't represent artists well if I don't actually know how they work. But I did try a little bit of painting on ceramics. I got terrible cramp in my hand. So yeah, I won't be going into competition with you, and I'm very, very impressed, because that's a lot of writing. And yeah, but great gifts. And commemorative occasions as well. How lovely. Mary Beanie. Mary has been helping me run Pure since the day I started. I raise my glass to you, Mary. Mary's in her 80s now, and she's still there by my side, helping me every day. Please go and have a look at Mary's work. Carol Robson, again, has been a long-standing member of the Pure community. Also a teacher, writes books, so you can buy her books as well on how to paint. Annie Catford. Annie is trying to make a film and is struggling. And I'm really proud of you, Annie, because you're sticking with it. We had a little incident today. Now, this is a big learning curve. So today, we had a little incident on with Annie's video that she made, because she put music in the background. And this is a top tip. She put music in the background. And when we uploaded it onto YouTube, YouTube decided that was copyright, and therefore it wouldn't allow us to broadcast it. And she was like, well, but hang on a minute, that's a friend of mine singing that. I was like, yeah, but YouTube don't know that. So I would suggest that putting music in the background is a really tricky one on YouTube, unless you are known for being someone who produces music. So avoid that. As an artist, don't put music in the background. Have your own self, or if you do, make sure that you're very clear on the copyright when you upload it to YouTube, because she's struggled with that, and she's had to make another film. But no, good on you, Annie, because she just kept going, and she's going to do it, and I know she's going to be a winner, and she's going to be live with me on Wednesday, on the 2nd. So you'll see, because we'll launch her film in the morning as a trailer, and you'll see whether we manage to get there. But I'm sure she will, because she's resilient. The only thing with having a G&T is it gives you slight hiccups. And so well done, Annie. Brenda, again, a bit like Daniel, Brenda was like really one of the instrumental people in me starting Pure, because back in 2008, when the financial crash happened, she said to me, Lesley, all my artwork's being returned from galleries all around the world. You need to do something. And so she kind of motivated me to start the first art fair. So we are all here really pretty much because of Brenda and Daniel. So thank you to both of you. Carol Kemp is, she does this amazing lettering and has been responsible for some of the most iconic logos. I know, and I really would love to have a chat with Carol. Now, Carol is quite busy at the moment, so is unable to do one of our lives, but I'm hoping next time. So we'll be doing this event again in April next year. So I am hoping that I'll get to chat to Carol, because I am fascinated by her work. And as someone who likes calligraphy as well, then, I really am fascinated by it. Malvina, I've been working with Malvina for a while now. She's a dementia practitioner, does the most amazing work with people with dementia, but she's also an artist, and you can see a piece of work that she created here on a retreat in Bali, and it's actually photographed down on the beach down on our local coastline. So Malvina is trying to raise some money to support her developing her practice further and getting through to more people who need her help. She advocates a particular system called Speckle, which was developed in Oxford. So if you can support Malvina, and if someone would like to buy her artwork so that she can develop her practice more and help more people, that would be awesome. Frances is going live, and Frances's video shows the moment that she was told that she was one of the weekly winners of the Sky Portrait Artists during lockdown. And that's just amazing. So have a look at her video. It's so exciting. And we'll have a good chat with her. And I love the fact that she paints literally what's in front of her. So you see, you've got the window and the wall and the view. It's got this abstract, evocative kind of romanticism to it, but it's also got a bit of Hockney, a bit of pop to it, because that's, very Hockney is to paint everything literally in front of him. But her style with the paint and her mark making is a lot more gentle and romantic, not pop at all. Susan is new to us, so I'm going to have a lovely chat with her and find out all about her. Again, click on the live icon and you'll see when she's coming on live. Jazz is new to us again, and she's a glass artist and based in Brighton. So she may know Stephanie. I don't know. Do the two of you know each other? It'd be lovely for the two of you to get together, the two glass artists both in Brighton, and maybe there's a little collaboration possibly there. So there's her contact details. Maria is going live on the last day of our lives on the 30th. And again, we didn't select the dates based on names or anything. We did that completely. We used the random theory because we didn't want to. If the minute you start to think about who should go live one after the other, you're going to get a format. It's like, oh, we've put all the painters together, or so we didn't. We just put them in a hat and just pick them out randomly, and that's how we came up with the dates for the lives, because we didn't want anyone to feel that they're in with the painters or whatever. So keeps everyone interested. Richard Hayes, again, a long time Pure exhibitor, doing the most beautiful colour work, and he's also teaches, so do have a look at all of his work and join the live, because you might be interested in seeing more about him. Gillian's been doing a really good job of posting on Instagram. Sorry, I'm trying to see whether the Facebook is going live, and it just buzzed. So Joan, I'm doing a live with again from her studio, and she's in Hastings. Darren is doing an amazing community project, and he does portraiture, and he also does wedding photography. So he's does a bit of both. Holly, again, is very into the holistic side of life and textiles, and a bit like Ali. So yeah, take a look at all of her contact details there. And then we have Shelley, who is one of the Pure team, and Hildegard, who is also one of the Pure team. And Shelley's exhibiting with us currently at Valentine's, so you'll see that in a minute. And Hildegard is currently the chair of Art Spring Gallery, and she's going live as part of a duo with Caroline Fraser. And then we come on to the lovely Nadine. So Nadine is with us now, and Nadine is going to do our meditation. So I think it's quite an opportune time. So does anyone have any questions for us? Because if you do pop them down in the bottom ask a question box here. That'd be great if you want to pop your questions down there. But yeah, Sophie, who works for me, is saying Jazz is a great local artist based in Helsham. Yeah, it'd be really cool to see her do a collaboration with another local artist. Maybe even you, Sophie. The sip of my drink. So I'm going to hand the screen over now to Nadine, who is going to do our meditation. So I think, and then we'll come back and we'll just finish off the last few pages of the magazine, and then we'll close for today. And I hope you've really enjoyed looking through the magazine and seeing how it all has played out, and also the beautiful music from Tanya. And as I say, I'm going to hand you over to Nadine now, and I'll be back shortly. I'll only be over in the corner. So with my gin and tonic.
Oh, hello everybody. This is so exciting today. I've really enjoyed being part of it. Thank you, Lesley, for doing this for us. And I have to say thank you to Jonathan Hateley for this wonderful piece of artwork that has inspired me for the meditation today. She is called Transients, which actually means flow, temporary, things change, things pass, which is perfect for our emotions because nothing stays the same all the time. And especially when you're meditating and when you're looking at energy, we've talked about that today, haven't we, a lot. It's a flow, it's a movement, so it's wonderful to do that. We've also talked about resilience a lot and being able to change and feeling strong and stable. And if you can see, hopefully you can, this lovely lady is based on a tree. She is solid, she is a tree, she is beautiful, and her posture is open and welcoming and ready to receive. So I'm going to use all of this. I've been inspired to create a meditation around this beautiful piece of work. So if you are comfortable, and hopefully you are settled in, I know Lesley and Teddy are very comfortable. I'm just sitting in a chair, and sitting in a chair is fine. If you're reclining, great, that's good too. But just get yourself nice and comfy. I'm just going to keep an eye on the time because I can go on forever, can't I? But settle yourself down. If you are sitting in a chair, please have your feet flat on the ground if you can. It keeps you grounded. Like our lovely lady here, she is in the ground. She's at one with nature. So I just talk you through, if you can't see her that well, as I say, she has this beautiful body here, this tree trunk, solid and firm and stable, which is how we want to remember that we can be. We're strong and we're solid, but we're also like a tree, a little bit flexible. We can go with the breeze, go with the wind, as Lesley has been talking about today, resilience, changing when we need to, adapting. This is what this lovely, lovely Transients represents to me. But as I say, opening to what's coming in for us. So settle yourselves down. Get yourself nice and comfy. I'm going to do it in the chair now, nice and relaxed. If you're happy closing your eyes, then please do so. If not, just focus on this lovely work of art here and just get in tune with the beautiful patterns. As I say, this posture, this wonderful look of serenity. And just settle yourself into your breath, breathing slowly and gently, just breathing in. Gently as you breathe in, I can't help but close my eyes, I'm afraid. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. And then as you exhale, just enjoy a long, deep, slow exhalation. And then just settle. Your body feels supported by the chair. Remember that we are supported by the earth beneath us, as this beautiful sculpture reminds us. And just start to tune in, not just to your breath, but to your body and how it feels. I've actually naturally just got my hands the same as this lovely sculpture. I've got them open. So just settle yourself. Feel comfortable, so you feel safe and secure. And just tune into how your body feels, and just imagine that this beautiful tree trunk here, you have in your body too. Just feel your back, your thighs, your legs, firm and strong, supporting you. And then just take your attention down to your feet. And as you breathe, just imagine that out of the bottom of your feet, roots can grow. And these roots go deep down into the earth. They spread wide, they spread deep. And they keep you firm and they keep you stable. Whatever happens, whatever life throws at us, the wind, everything, we can move, we can bend, but we won't break. We're firm, we're safe, we're solid, we're secure. So just bring your attention to your core, your body, that is strong. And as you breathe, just imagine that breath going all the way up your body, from the roots in the ground, up your feet, your legs, strong, solid, keeping you secure. Feel the power in your back as if you're a great big tree trunk. And then just think about your arms like the branches on the tree and the leaves, and there might be a little breeze in your imagination, and you can be flexible and you can adapt, but remember your core, your trunk is solid. So as you're breathing in and out, just feel that connection with the earth, with nature, with yourself. Just breathing in and out and feeling that wonderful, comforting security. And then just bring your attention to your arms and your hands, as I say, with that lovely posture of open, ready to receive whatever life throws at us, and we have been put through it lately. All of us have had different things to deal with, and we've dealt with them beautifully. So just take a few breaths, maybe reflecting on some of the things that we've achieved, some of the things that we've done, some of the things that have changed. And as you breathe, just welcome the opportunities that we've had. Be grateful, spend a moment just feeling gratitude for what we've done, how we've changed, how we've grown. And allow your mind and your heart and your soul to move forward and wander to what's to come, how our future is going to be. Maybe still a little bit uncertain, but allow yourself to feel some optimism, some hope and some joy of what we can achieve. And as we've just been talking about, wonderful new opportunities that have arisen for us all, and how we can adapt and how we can grow like a tree, like everything in nature. Breathing in the abundance and joy of the universe. And as we exhale, just feeling safe, solid, secure, grounded with our roots deep in the earth, supporting us. And as we breathe in again, let all that breath come all the way up your body, through your heart, through your mind, the opportunities that are there for us, for our future. Let yourself feel the excitement and the joy of what's to come. Just really, really enjoy it. Teddy's getting excited. It's lovely, it's beautiful. Just enjoy, let your mind wander off where it wants to go. And as I say, just spend a moment just in gratitude. Thankful for all the opportunities we've had and all the opportunities to come. And know that whatever life throws at us in the future, we can stay firm, that we can bend, and we can be flexible. And we won't break, we'll just keep going with the flow. So just take a couple more breaths, breathing in that love and light and energy. Feel it in your heart, feel it in your soul. And as you exhale, just soothing and settling yourself, feeling comfortable, feeling safe and secure. Another lovely breath, just bringing yourself back to reality now. If you have closed your eyes, I'd just like to invite you to open them. Gently and slowly just connect with your feet flat on the ground, the earth beneath us and the roots that are always there when we need to ground ourselves. And remember that feeling of your solid trunk, like this beautiful, beautiful statue. Coming back to now, coming back to reality. Oh, quite tingly. That's lovely, lovely. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining, and thank you, Lesley and Teddy, for doing that with me too. That was so lovely. And thank you, Jonathan and Transients, for helping us with that. So beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for you.
Yeah, I'll swap back over. I'll put Ted back down here. There you go. Ted got quite into that.
Perfect.
As you can see, I did dress all the way down. I think there was some discussion about whether it was only down to the waist, but no, we went. I did go all the way.
Shoes.
Yeah, I can show you the shoes. Oh yes, they are high heels as well. Yeah, that was quite difficult to do, especially as I did a Zumba class yesterday, and everything's quite painful today. So thank you very much, Nadine. That was absolutely amazing. So no, that was great. As I say, if we've got any questions, then please do pop them down in the box. Will we have a printed version, Peter? No, we won't have a printed version because we can't start distributing a printed version because you can't leave them in the shops. We're not allowed to leave any printed literature anywhere because obviously it could become contaminated, and then someone could take that contaminated. Someone could touch it, take the contaminated document home, and then pass that on to all of their families. So no, we won't have any printed literature for the foreseeable future. We're not even allowed to leave printed literature in our galleries at the moment. So no, everything is digital. Hopefully that answers your question. As I say, anyone else got any questions, do pop them down in the ask a question box, please. So just do the final few pages on the magazine because we've got some lovely friends who we want to promote at the end as well. So let's bring that back up again. So as we saw, we had Nadine, and she's just done our marvelous meditation. I'm quite sleepy now, which is lovely. I feel all very relaxed and chilled, which is not a normal feeling at the end of a private view. Normally I'm feeling quite, oh, okay, was that all okay? I feel very relaxed. So Edge Framers is a great framers, and Bev's a brilliant framer. If you as an artist need some framing, she is a really easy person to talk to. As you can see, look, really happy, smiley. And if you're a collector, again, the same. She's actually part of the guild, the Fine Art Guild of Framers. I think she might even be the chair. What does she say here? She is secretary. So she's currently secretary of the Guild Framing Standards and Standards and Qualifications Committee. So I think she knows the stuff. And if you need framing, then you know. We also have other framers who we work with closely, like Kenton at Black Shed. I would always do a shout out for Kenton, and also Adrian at Wilden Framers. We work very closely with. Be part of the art. I love that. Be part of the art. So Susanna Rowell, who helps us a lot with marketing and design, doing some of the extra stuff that I do for teaching quite a lot of the time. We'll be going live, so you'll be able to talk to her about that. This is a great project where she's turning photographs into silhouettes. One of the lovely guys who was posting up on our Instagram and out in Nigeria, and I just thought, do you know what? This guy needs a break. He's really trying hard, and So we said we'd do him a little feature as a complimentary because he's really trying hard out there and they're really struggling. So yeah, go Alabi. I just think you know, just keep doing it for the people because you're doing a really great job, and just keep going. Post hashtag Pure ART360 and you'll end up on our website. So that's what I keep telling him. So I've mentioned there's quite a few artists in the book who sell through Art Spring Gallery, and there's a lovely film there that you can play that gives you a little taster of Art Spring Gallery, which is lovely. And then Beats, Pulse and Time, because as you know, Pure is holistic. So we look after the whole person. We don't just look after your professional life and how you sell more work. We make sure that you're well and thriving. We care about how you feel and your emotions. And part of that is eating well and looking after your diet. And Daniela Exley, who runs Beats, Pulse and Time, often comes and gives talks at our workshops about giving us lovely little tips and ideas about how to look after your gut and about the vagus nerve being connected directly from your brain to your stomach, and how that when you get stressed, how that triggers off and makes you feel unwell. So there's a little recipe from Daniela, and you can go through to her website here and you can learn more at the bottom. So at the moment at the Beauport Gallery in Hastings, we have Elemental on show, and you can buy all the work here. Click through, and I'll be going live from Beauport Park and Ballantyne's Hotel on Friday. Nadine will be with me again. And because obviously she's in my bubble, and so there's only a few people I can actually take with me and share these events with. And Nadine's in my bubble, so because we work closely together. So she'll be with me on Friday. But yeah, Shelley Rose, Edith Parbarton and Will Taylor exhibiting there. And then we have Gigi Lopez exhibiting at the Small Holding in Kilndown. And we have Edith again and Brenda and Simone at the Curlew. So you can go through to the exhibition shops here. So that is coming to the end of this private view and the end of the magazine. And at the end, at the epilogue, always at the end, is me and my team, and I hope that you feel that we've done a really good job for you. Every one of them, Chris, who's designed and produced this magazine, Molly, who's been there every step of the way, answering questions, helping out, Mary, who's always there supporting me, Louisa, downloading stuff, proofread this document. That is no mean feat. Sophie doing Facebook, Vincent and Shelley always there helping me, hang exhibitions, fully masked up at the moment. Hildegard, again, in the background, helping me with all the creative ideas. She came up with the idea for walls, so you can thank her for that you can get live on the website any minute of the day. Thank you all so much. Without you, literally this event would not have happened. I am nothing without my team, and without you, the artists. I could not produce any of this and do any of this without you artists and my team. I am nothing without all of you. So although you see me as the figurehead and I'm here sat behind the camera telling everyone and shouting out about all of the magazine and everything, I am nothing without all of these guys. Because I definitely couldn't have produced that magazine on my own. I can tell everyone what I want it to look like, and I can tell everyone, how the event is should pan out, but there's no way I could do it on my own. So we are a unit, we are a team, and I think that, as much as everyone always sends me the thanks, I want my team to know that, I am incredibly grateful to them. And I would like to thank Nadine for always being at my side, one of my ambassadors. So I have ambassadors for the clubhouses who are there just to support the community and make sure that, you have a lovely lunch afterwards and any questions are answered. I hope lots of you will want to join us, become part of our tribe. Do get involved. We are doing everything on Zoom at the moment. and we have monthly meetings, even on Zoom. But we will get back to real life, and we will be having lunch at the Royal Overseas League in London again, which is just beautiful, and we love it there. We will be having lunch at Ballantyne's in Hastings and in Lewis and all the other venues that we have clubhouses in. So yeah, do come, join our tribe and get involved with us and have a good look through all the magazine and click on all the links and discover some amazing talent, because as I say, this is not a competition. There's plenty of room out there for everybody. And there is some incredible talent out there. And we are here just to make sure that you all get visible on digital and thrive in this new normal. We are here for you. So yeah, hope you've had fun. This has been incredible. I've been able to sit in my house, have my gin and tonic. Thank you. Cheers to everyone. With the lovely Nadine and Tanya. Thank you, Tanya. And show you this amazing document that we've created together. And we'll be doing the lives, and it'll all be on the website. And I hope lots of you will join us every day. But if you don't, it's okay, because we're like the TV. It's on YouTube. It'll be on the website. You can catch us whenever you've got a moment where you want to be quiet. So thank you, Tanya. Bye. And if you want to see... Yeah, you're welcome. And if you want to see more of Tanya's stuff, don't forget it's down in the bottom here. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, 5:30 on Crowdcast, where I'll be interviewing Richard Heaps. All right, take care for now, everyone.